I'm lying really bad. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to have my shield on. What? Don't mind me. I wasn't supposed to have my shield on.
punching bag, plants. Like, what kind of plants you talking about?
He's
like,
pretty sweet, and he
flowers
seems
or
really good.
fruits?
I don't know why. I'm asking if he could teach me
Glasses
how
of
to
water
teach how
and
to
bottles of
fly.
water. I mean, like, obviously you want the bottled water.
I mean, yeah.
Do you reckon I could eat this last potato in one bite?
I don't see why you can't.
Exactly. Exactly. You are so right. You are so right. Alright. Count of 3. Ready?
You wouldn't mind if I sat
One.
here, right?
2.
Why would I?
Oh.
Of course, I just figured I'd come over, you know, lonely dragonkin out on the table.
So good.
Make sure you don't
Shit all over
choke.
my shirt and shit. I'll be fine. Oh my god, this is like a lot to chew. It's a potato.
So, how was
Eat the
your
entire
day yesterday?
thing.
I
Of course it's gonna take
don't think I
longer than
recall
useful
seeing
to
you around
consume it.
outside of the announcement.
I was in my room
Oh
reading.
my god.
Even then. Reading, I see.
Oh, why did you let me do this?
Thought it'd be funny.
Ah.
A day of solitary study isn't so bad, I suppose.
I
I
don't think
find it.
I want to eat potatoes ever again.
I think I'd say that I'm quite amused.
Fuck you. Oh, I need some water.
On it.
What happened?
They tried to eat an entire
Really
potato
choked to
in
death
one
on the
bite.
potato.
You know, this stuff is so dry.
I got it down though. I got it. I mean, like half of it got on my shirt, but the other
I
half
put it
got
in my
down.
mouth and it's just gone. It's like it's sucking the life out of me.
What the
Yes,
fuck?
you.
It's kind of scary, honestly. It's not some kind of weapon, right?
I'm sorry. What the fuck?
Sorry, this is just very dry. That's all I was saying.
Are you really
You said,
surprised,
and I
Sarah?
quote, "I put it in my mouth, and
No,
it's
I
like
know
it's
it.
sucking the life out of me."
Yes, that is what I said. That's over exaggeration.
I'm sorry. It just sounded
I think
very
it's referring to
suggestive,
the
is all.
moisture.
It just did not sound right. It just didn't sound good.
Trust me, it wasn't meant to be suggestive.
Well, it ended up that way. You've got to watch your mouth, mate.
I'll join you.
Might come on to somebody.
Right, I'll
Hmm.
make
might come
sure
on
to
to me,
watch
and,
my
well,
mouth
I'm not
in the
into your
future.
type.
Hmm?
Grabs hood. Well, let's go.
Let go of the.
Puts you back in the chair.
Alright. Like, as the week goes on, we're gonna be going through
Tail swish.
Might as well not do it with an
You're an odd one.
I'm just going to sip my water and pretend you didn't just scruff me.
I'm the odd one.
Okay.
No, they are.
Would you like me to pet behind your
When Saren was still here, we were having a magic lesson, and they climbed up a tree and fell.
Pardon me?
Sorry, I thought we were.
And they're still alive? No broken bones or anything?
I mean,
Well,
I wouldn't
they
be
were a
opposed
bit
to it,
scratched
but
up.
Fuck, was
But
somebody. Jesus.
Saren was a healer, so
Made me choke on my water.
I see.
I actually don't think. When is the last time somebody has scratched by my ears like that?
I'm not
Not going to say a word.
something else to eat, so.
Yeah, do that. Actually, can't survive off of bananas alone.
Say, talking of climbing around this academy ground, not so much trees, but is there anywhere with a nice view? I've grown a little tired of the windows of the warehouse.
Hit it with my hands like a proper spherica.
I see you've returned. Crystals grabbing people all over again. I'll take the stairs if it was an unpleasant experience, yes?
Well, the flux is never a good experience to have when you are mid-conversation with one.
That is true. You know, I wonder if you have food that's on a fork and you're holding it, you're about to eat it, will the food drop onto the spot or will it go with you?
Hey. Eleonora.
I'm not testing it.
No,
Why are you
definitely
sitting by
not.
yourself?
Perhaps one day we'll see. Hopefully not on either of ourselves, but when someone's plate suddenly drops to the ground, we'll know.
Are you sure? Because by the looks
Anyways,
of
where were we?
things-
Right, I was wondering if there's anywhere in particular, around the academy grounds, of course,
Look,
that
I'm just
has
trying
a
to look out for
better
your
view
best
than
interests,
the
okay?
warehouse windows. I've seen a couple of lakes about, but I'm more thinking somewhere high, perhaps.
The roof? Or the
The
towers?
roof, yes, I could definitely climb. And towers work too, of course. But those places,
Usually.
particularly open, aren't they? Easy to get to for
I don't know what's gotten into her.
non-students.
I don't know what's gotten into her. She's been acting like this for a bit now.
Oh, me.
I feel
Sure.
like I give some trust and I don't get anything back in return at that point.
Yeah, you just have to keep trying. That's how
A lot of unanswered questions having to be answered all of a sudden lately.
The fellow inside it. Would you like to help us gather the ship stuff?
Definitely an old one.
Sure.
I'll help. Okay.
I'll help.
You're gonna help? You know,
Ellis.
you.
Christopher?
You.
I guess so.
Okay, cool.
We are waiting at the arena for you and Isaac
Right.
for our formation training.
We'll have a
I will see you there shortly.
coming in, right?
As will I.
Anything troublesome?
Okay.
Okay then.
Well, this is already a damn sight near more hidden than I expected to, well, know about. Climbing over barrels to the side of a roof, has someone sorted this out themselves, or is it something of your doing?
Soren. He showed this to me before he left.
Soren. I see. Well, smart on this Soren, that's for sure. Certainly quite the view and very hidden. And you say the professors and counselor themselves wouldn't perhaps know about it or be inclined to search here?
Well, I've never seen them up here myself, but there's always a possibility.
Well, I'm sure it's much safer or out of kept away from prying eyes than anywhere else I could be able to find, so thank you. I'd appreciate this quite a bit, actually.
I believe you're one to keep your mouth shut, so I trust you enough to know this location. Of course, why would you give up one of your hiding spots?
Well, if I'd give out one of my hiding spots, it's usually because I believe the person I'm talking to is trustworthy.
Fair enough.
Or I happen to like them a fair bit and believe they're not going to stab me in my sleep, you know?
Unless given a reason to, of course.
Oh, of course. Well, it's not every so often you sit down and have a really nice heart-to-heart chat with someone on a couch on your first day arriving somewhere. We made an offering, of course, and, well, I think our friendship may have sprouted from there. Of course, it's early days, so I don't want to say such a word if it makes you uncomfortable, but I'm just saying it seems we're a little alike in some ways. Maybe others too.
Well, I wouldn't be opposed to being friends. So far, I'm only sure that RV was one at some point.
At some point, did something happen?
Well, he seems to have grown distant. So it's either something on my end that has happened, or he's up to something. And I'm starting to think it might be the latter.
Well, if you'd like, after all, me and RV are in the warehouse together right now, I could inquire and try and find out if there's anything there. I think he perhaps thinks well enough of me that he wouldn't see any harm in me asking.
Perhaps.
Didn't know it's from you at all.
Well, I'd love to chat more, but I do need to head to the arena. The rest of my team are waiting for me.
Of course. Well, perhaps, you could find me tomorrow regarding it,
Seem to be stretching a bit.
Just stretching, yes.
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
Yes, of course, if you... Go ahead, I'll see you later.
Right. Suppose a morning jog wouldn't do much harm. Apologies for being late. Talgrass wanted to talk to me about something.
I see. It is all right. Isaac still is not here. We cannot find him.
I will wait another few moments. If he's not here, we're going to have to do this later. There's a ship coming in, and I'm sure that will keep people distracted for a good portion of time. But announcements still need to go underway. We have classes to do today.
Chancellor,
Yes?
there is an item I asked for. Do let me know if it's in the shipment.
Right.
I just heard the bell of the dogs.
I'll check through the shipment for you. I'll probably be able to get that to you later today.
All right. I will let Isaac know he kept us all waiting.
No, trust me, I'll tell him myself.
Understood.
Hopefully he didn't forget. Perhaps we could get started while we wait.
we
Might as
can.
well.
Very
I'll
well.
do something productive. You all asked for my time. Not going to waste it. Maybe we should practice while waiting.
True.
All right.
Should we take on the same roles as last time or try something different?
I believe practicing our roles would be most beneficial. We can have you swap between a support role or an offense,
Understood.
as you are learning divine magic. It would be good to know both. For our captain's spot, if you wouldn't mind, Professor, filling in for our team leader,
Sure enough.
I will take offense, Sorlier will take defense. A simple enough idea.
Alright.
Shall we get started? Or do you need more time to look over the formations?
I believe we can start.
Alright, let's get to it.
Shield.
Let's head over here. Alright, let's start with the shield formation.
Like
Basic
shield formation.
way. Correct. Sword. Good.
Apologies, apologies, I don't believe I can hear as of current. Please excuse me to go wash out my ears.
Was just standing right beside me. Now she's gone.
I'm right here.
Oh, you went back inside the room. Sorry, I just didn't see you.
Hey, Jack.
It's quite alright.
Yeah.
Did I miss announcements?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see you there, so.
Flux.
They said that, oh, man. I was paying more attention to Tara.
The doctor's waiting for you. The infirmary is,
Well, I know that is Lumen the yellow one? They're in there.
Okay.
Coming out now.
I'll go see if I can ask my team what I missed.
Yo.
Thanks
Okay.
anyway.
Hey.
We're going to be at the infirmary. Dr. Falcor is going to teach us about abrasions, burns, and breaks. How to fix them. That is what I
Sorry, my uniform's getting in the way a little bit.
Did you come on the ship as well? Neat. That must have been an adventure. Tiring adventure?
Hey, Byron, have you seen any of Stella? Besides me.
Who?
Stella.
I mean, I saw Sorlier, I saw Christopher, and I don't recall seeing anybody else this morning.
Where was the last place you saw those two?
Christopher was at the announcements.
Do you
just
see where
earlier.
he went afterwards?
No, I was kind of the first to move away, so I don't know. Did you check
What did I miss during the announcements, by the way?
Nothing really. We're just doing classes, and that's about it. Oh, and the people that got into your squads temporarily from the unsorted are still assigned to your team, and there's no more people being you can't accept any more unsorted into your squad officially until after the event.
I see. Okay. So, sorry for all of the questions. What class was Stella having today?
I forget if you had the potions or I'm sure Sorlier would know.
I'll go ask then. Thank you.
Do you need the broom for something?
I'll just look around. He's usually in the lot. There he is! Byron! We're all waiting for you, mate!
I'm hurrying.
Also, yeah, you all wait. Come on!
Well, I mean, that's what happens when they're waiting on you.
Yeah, Takia's class. It's stealth tactics. It's over. You can't see where I'm pointing, but it's down the hallway all the way.
Thank you.
And then make the motion. Ellis, you're late.
Apologies for being late, Professor. The flux got to me.
I see. Well, we're discussing hand motions today. These would be excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied. These will be signals that you can send to your teammates without using your voice directly. Today's lesson is all about making commands without using words. Is that, do you understand?
Yes, Professor.
Alright. Well, we just talked about surround enemy, or surround target. It'll be this motion. If you need to specify what that target is, point to it, and then make the motion.
Okay.
Right, everybody got that one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Let me look at my notes. Now here's going to be everyone's favorite one. Attack/rush. A straightforward jab forward. To tell your teammates, that is what we're going for, go all in on it. We'll just call it attack rush, or forward. We'll call it forward. Forward will be more simple.
Air punch.
Air punch. I like jab, but air punch is fine. Jab is quicker. Anyway, that will be when you want your team to move forward, or to attack an objective directly, with no positional necessity needed. I am sorry, I am very tongue-tied today. Right.
It's okay, sir.
So that one is a fairly simple one. I think you all can remember that one. Now this one, you probably won't know it specifically, but hold on a second. Temporal force is trying to pull me. Give me a second. Right. So, am I still good for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Temporal void was trying to grab me, so I think I'm alright now. Anyway, so this section, T-pose. This is scatter. This will tell your allies or close by associates to scatter. It also represents what we would assume would be a scarecrow that used to scare off crows in the field. Well, Isaac, you're a team leader, correct?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Your situation is rather unique for this pose. So, if you could think of another action you can use for scatter, please use it at your discretion.
Professor Brock, I think Caleb Flux.
That works too.
Oh boy. Well,
That's also another point I want to bring up that I brought up with the other group. While these are going to be about 6 basic hand signs, in your groups you should think about making your own. Having some stratagem or something that you could use without communication will be to your benefit. Oh.
Temporal flux is getting to me too. Oh my god.
Are we good? Am I?
Yes.
Are you guys okay?
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm good now.
Okay. I'm feeling alright.
I think I'm okay for the moment, but let's continue the lesson while we're still on the topics. So, that pose, the scarecrow pose, scatter. Did everyone hear that?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Moving on with the notes.
You're hyped. I'm always hyped, Dooku. I'm always ready.
You said that before.
Alright, Murtash. Energy is good, but if you don't know how to use it, then it's just wasted force. So anyway, hold position. This one is a famous one, probably used by the military. We probably have our own spectator adjusting to this. It's a very straightforward position. Hold behind leader. And everyone will know that this is to hold. Solemnly like a rock. Right. Not really much to go on that one. We'll keep it moving. Because the temporal flux seems to be wanting to get on me today. So, lower hand to your side, pushing away from you this way. Retreat or fall back. This is a motion that's pretty direct. You'll understand it when you see it. No extra special commentary on this one, just tells your allies to fall back or move back. Alright, keep moving. So this one. Arms crossed in front of your body. Oh. This will be enemy ahead or enemy. Specifically, this will notion to your teammates that this is something that you do not want to go near or to avoid at all costs. Keep this motion in mind. This is a very powerful one to tell your allies that something bad is about to come. Very useful. Oh my, the temporal voids are finicky. Right. And the last one that we will go over today is the group on me. Hand above your head, like so. Anyway, specifically, with your hand over your head, people should know, I like the fist because everyone can see the rock. It makes it quite easy to signal. Everyone get this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, it's fun to say all these things and to pretend as if we know how they work. But say you actually run into a situation, will you remember to use this in the heat of the moment? I'd say let's put it to the test. Everyone, we're going to do a little bit of a field trip today. Let's go to the front yard with the tree, and I'll explain the rest later.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's avoidable.
As soon as he's recovering.
Oh, by the way, hi, Ellis.
On his time.
Oh, okay.
Hello? What are you doing?
I'll fist bump you if you want,
Stop
Zuku.
flirting, we're busy.
Hi, Alice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Catch up to your professor.
Are you feeling stressed?
Oh, it's one of those things.
A little bit. I've been doing some late night reconnaissance around there. Since well, there have been a couple of monsters here and there. So we need to make sure we're keeping an eye on them. Quickly.
It helps.
Sir, the lesson's going well. I don't think your headaches are affecting us very well. Very much, sorry. So you don't need to worry.
I appreciate the concern, but I do have a job to keep up here. And you all do need to be trained in these lessons. So, thank you, but I'll be alright. I've suffered much, much worse. I'm kind of sick of being, out of control. Let's just say, I used to be in a prison.
You okay,
so
Zuzu?
If all you have is four walls to look at forever, then, things get, rather boring.
You alright?
Ron, you just
Okay.
killed him.
Can't believe you did that.
Come on, cadets.
Okay, don't worry.
Alright. I'm gonna move on. Sorry, we thought somebody was dying. It took us a minute.
Right, so let me just prepare something quickly, and we will go on with the lesson.
Whoa.
I apologize for the pause, but now here's where things get interesting. Remember all the hand signs that I showed you? I want you all to use them in a practical application test that I'm going to give for you right now. So, with that in mind, what group thinks they have a grasp of the hand signals and can use it efficiently? Oh my, the temporal code is very
I think I got them.
finicky.
I believe I understand them fairly well.
Alright, is there any preference to who goes first? Since we have two squads?
You wanna go first? Fine for me.
That we will.
Alright.
Brains before beauty.
You're being quite interesting. A little crass, but... Alright. I'll take this up. Alright, so everybody who's taking the first part, please come towards me.
I guess that's me.
This gives you time to practice.
I'm gonna mentally try and remember everything. I'll quickly.
Alright, well, this is a first training exercise, so I expect when you do these hand signs you might find better ones. It'll be something to practice with your team, or events coming up in the future. But, I digress. So, we're going to run a little bit of a 15-minute trial here. He pulls out a small stopwatch from his pocket. I'm going to time you for 15 minutes. Do you know where the barrier
Aethertech is. Does everyone here know where it is?
Yes, sir.
The thing that projects up there? Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to give you 15 minutes to get there in any way that you wish. However, silently would be the more optimum play in this scenario. When you continue further on, and if you do make noise, the scenario will change as thus. But we're going for stealth. You have 3 tries to do this without being caught. I will tell you when you run into a situation where you get caught and explain my reasoning. But be prepared. Okay. Any confusion? Anything else you want to ask before starting?
My question would be, are there
Any way to reach it, sir?
rules to relay
No specific
conditions?
way. There will be some planned obstacles that I have in mind. You'll have to use your imagination, of course, because I can't summon soldiers just to take some blows. But it will basically be as much of a straight shot over the bridge, this way, across the pond, and then to the device itself. Wow, this sounds easy in theory. The situation will be slightly different, so do be prepared.
Sorry if I use you as a pest. I'm gonna keep this. Use me as a example.
The temporal flux may also be making my lesson a little bit harder, so if you do need a repeat of the instructions, please let me know.
Are we forced along the one path?
Just trying to remember. We've also
If you could find another path, then please take it. I'd be interested to see what you do. Do you have a plan? I'm curious. But I'll leave that for the imagination. Don't tell me.
Be a little bit faster than that.
Alright, with that in order, I will start your 15 minutes now.
You just look very calculating. There's a lot on my mind, probably.
And retreat.
Hold position. Near the teleporter here. There are 2 guards. It seems they have booby-trapped the teleporter, but if anyone goes through, it'll send off a magic signal, alerting the guards of any type of movement. The guards are facing into the portal right now, not looking specifically behind them. They are lazing about. They are on low guard. What will you do? The 2 guards have been knocked out. The bodies have been hidden and are out of sight. Unfortunately, due to your actions, you have triggered the trap. The alert has been raised.
I wanted to tell him, but I couldn't.
Yes.
Prepare for the soldiers to be more on their guard.
Hold position. Over the ridge, since the alarm has been alerted, there are 2 long-range bow and arrowists on the hill. Their sight is long, but you do have cover in between. And you do have options. No basic forces are on the ground to block you. What will you do?
On this ridge, there are 2 other guards.
They are, with their backs turned, looking at the direction that they believed you would have come from. You have the advantage. With that, the guards have been knocked out clean. There was no time in between, thus your call has been silent. You are still hidden. If your goal is counterintelligence, it works. There's no one on this path. As they're all looking for the portal, your direction is good. information, you see the two bow and arrowists from the hill below you. You've adeptly taken down the two arrowists, and again, with good synchronization. Your cover has not been lifted. Congratulations! You have made it here without breaking your cover. I would give you a strike, but I have to ask a question first. Isaac?
Of course, sir.
Was it your intent to allow yourself to be discovered with the first alarm?
Yes, sir. It would be obvious that the portal they'd be looking for would be the one closest to it. If there was a trap, that is where they would expect us to attack from.
I thought so. That's why you took the long way around and you took out all the remaining guards and the arrowist. That was clever. Very, very clever. Well, then I rescind my strike. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You've all done. Your group has done this the fastest and has taken out all opposition. Very good. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Now, with this in mind, keep it in mind that you should adapt hand signs and other gestures that will work to your advantage. You're a good leader, Isaac. You do know how to lead your team. You also had a very good point of synchronomously taking out both guards at the same time, allowing none of them to make a sound. That was very important. And that was what could have been the success or the end of your plan very quickly.
Thank you, sir.
Good job. Right, but enough praise. We should head back. Good job.
Of course.
I forgot to mention, but you all did it with more than enough time. There was actually... No, wait, I did make a mention of it. The 15 minutes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You did it in 10.
I figured we had enough time to go over the large rock bridge.
Right, that's why. It's another push on the first lesson of creativity that you all learned before. You're using it to your advantage. Quite well. Plan is great until it actually is executed. When it's executed, it becomes a whole different story entirely. But I'm pleased to see that you all stuck to the plan. Nobody divulged and nobody went out of their way.
Of course.
So, do you have any questions about the lesson itself, or curious about my teaching methods?
Personally, no, sir. I believe that went fairly well. It was enjoyable.
Right. Well, I'm glad. Because this will be a big piece for stealth work in the future. We don't use words, but we use more of our hand gestures in certain situations.
How quick did you do it?
A little faster than you guys, but like I said, we got 2 strikes, so not as good as you guys.
Welcome back. How'd it go, Zuku?
It went good. We had
You call that good?
a few issues.
Few issues?
2 issues.
Right. So the Chancellor.
Not wrong.
The group combination did okay. They stumbled a little bit in the beginning. They were a little bit too quick for the head rush, which I have to say that some hand signs were misconstrued and that the team was not in synchro. But they did pull it out in the end, and thus did not accrue the final strike. They gained 2 out of the 3 that I have.
Interesting.
Right. So, let's summarize today's lesson, everyone. Stealth is of great importance when it comes to knowing your enemy, being able to study them, creating diverse plans to deal with them, and thus executing said plans. While it's great to move at a fast pace and get to those objectives beforehand, sometimes the plan does not go as accordingly as you would expect, and thus you need to improvise. This is why having the stealth options and not being able to be heard always gives you an advantage. You can adapt to a situation readily and be able to take care of it the moment you come across it. Alright, well, any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir!
And I would heavily recommend you consider the stealth options next time, Ignis and Aqua. The reason I had heavily suggested, you scout out areas. Stealth is going to be vital in the upcoming event. And if you take it for granted, your team's going to lose.
Well, in the words of the headmaster, I would have probably used a little bit softer terminology, but she is right when it comes down to the finer text. If you don't use these stealth tactics to your advantage, you will be defeated by more stealthy and more synchronous crews. And I want to see everyone play up.
The second you are noticed, opportunities leave.
Right. And I want this to be a battle that's fair in between the actual integrity and intelligence of both crews. I don't want it just because of one crew knowing more than the other. Right. Then if there are no other questions, then my class is complete for the day. Continue to make your own hand signs and develop your own for your team. You will need them in the future.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.
With that,
Made mental notes of everything.
yes. My office now.
Am I supposed to go with them? I don't think so.
No.
What's going on?
We have a meeting with the Chancellor. Your guess is as good as mine. I have a hunch.
As do I.
Somebody with experience, don't risk it.
Risk is all what life is about, mate.
I've tried to have this conversation 4 times today. And each and every time, one of you has been dead set on being absent, taking too long at breakfast, conversing with someone, whatever it might be. I suggest you do not waste my time again.
Yes, ma'am.
Isaac, you had said that your team was going to practice in the arena this morning. Why were you not there?
I had a medical issue, ma'am.
I'll allow that to slide at this once. On to the note I was planning on discussing. Christopher! Why exactly did you think it was wise to burn the team captain sigil off of Isaac's name? In front of the main building?
Purely a whim.
Really?
Yes.
I find it incredibly hard to believe that, sir.
Very well.
But if you're going to continue to lie to me, then I suppose Team Stella has done nothing but waste my time, all of you. All of you are focused too heavily on your emotions to get things done. So I'm going to make something very clear. By the end of the day today, you will choose permanently your team captain. And because of your stupidity, Christopher, no one will be allowed to vote for you, and you will not be allowed to vote. And I'm tempted to give Ellis the same punishment for so consistently being late and wasting my time. Be glad I am not.
Thank you, Chancellor.
I expect you all to tell me which to choose by the end of the day.
Yes, ma'am.
So I suggest you hurry up. Now, let us all get out of my office.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
With someone in the
I was, yeah, I was gonna go up there and break my leg on the ladder like Ivian did, but then the doc told me that if I do that,
Right.
then I won't be able to move, and that would suck.
Well,
so I'm not gonna do that anymore.
We should do this as soon as possible so as not to
Probably would
waste
be the best option, yeah.
the Chancellor's time.
I won't bother you. I'll make sure that
As Christopher's AWOL and apparently does not get a vote because of his actions.
Why? That's something.
Ellis, we'll start with you. Who is your vote for?
Someone just wanted to speak to
For
me.
team captain.
No, our class is going on for a while.
Alright then, I won't keep
My vote would have gone to Christopher, but that's no longer an option, and I don't believe myself fit.
See ya.
As this is a permanent
Oblivion, I'll do.
position.
Alright.
I suppose it must be you.
Ivian?
And so
Krista,
Leo?
was it you that knocked on my door?
Yeah.
Come on in.
You're
My
not
vote does
speaking,
not
mate.
change from the other day. I still choose you.
Thank you.
So look at that talent. 2 brooms.
Didn't know what to
Now,
say.
well, I understand that I am hardly
Alright.
everyone's favorite person in this team.
You're being awful.
I do
shifty,
believe I
you know.
would be a good leader. I believe I helped show that a little bit today.
3 days of 5
Despite
hours
my
sleep.
medical issue this morning. I do apologize for that.
It does it to you.
However, I
sleep.
do believe Stella works well together.
Figured.
While there may not be much camaraderie, or trust, or even friendship among us, we are an
Are
effective
you
team.
counting brooms?
It's called preparing for activity, Byron.
Okay.
Well,
I don't
thank
see
you.
the
I
point.
believe we should gone sweeping. Actually, we should get Matesh. Wherever he ran off to.
I can go.
He went
find
to the
him.
auditorium last I checked. Let me go get him.
Alright. Perfect. Thank you. Alright. Since I do believe the bottom floor is larger, we'll have 3 people do the bottom. You 2 and Christopher can take down here, and me and Matesh can take up top.
Alright.
Was he
I
there?
would recommend that if Byron asks anything, yes, he is in there. You simply ignore him. He is poking his nose where it doesn't look.
I'm sure he just got an earful.
I'm going to get another brew.
Of course.
I'll start down the
Alright,
hall.
Matesh.
Alright.
Since there is 5 of us, and the bottom floor is a little bit larger, you and I will be taking the top floor.
Sorry, Did you see Krista go in there, or did they come out?
I haven't been paying attention, sorry.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. That's good. Thank you anyway.
Okay. I tried. The hand signals confused me a bit because. Reporting for duty. What else needs to be swept?
That hallway and I believe the one behind it.
With you for a minute.
Of course.
Additionally, they're given a vague idea of
My next plan is the arena.
if it is allowed. I still have to ask about that.
Yes, I believe we're all done.
I'll
We'll
continue
finish
with
up that
this then.
small section there.
I do try to go other places, but scheduling's always hard. As are others.
Let's see. Do I need to talk to her still?
Were you the one that knocked?
Is there any particular reason you two are waiting?
Sorry, I think I accidentally found something weird. I'm back. What needs to be swept now?
I believe we're mostly done.
I see. Should I put the broom back?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go do some quick scouting of other areas we can set up our defense.
I'll see you all later.
That was an accident. I wasn't thinking.